Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Hot Combs and Popcorn. For those who don't know, my name is Danielle.
I'm Bobby. I'm Brianna.
We are who we are. Y'all know who we are. Okay, don't look at a different episode. Okay.
Right.
Anyways, one of the
They're
things
all
that
the
we like
same.
to do, which you should know, what we like to do on this podcast, is review movies and television shows that are Black culture that we should have seen by now, but we have not because we are behind. It is what it is. At the end of our podcast, we discuss our thoughts and feelings as millennials, and then we rate these movies on a scale from 1 to 5 hot cones. So today, we are reviewing House Party, which was written and directed by Reginald Hewlin, and then it was starring the hip hop duo Kid and Play, playing Kid and Play. You see what they did there? Anyways, okay. Also starring Tisha Campbell, AJ Johnson, Robin Harris, Martin Lawrence, Full Force, many, many more people. So, House Party was released on March 9th of 1990. It has a rating of rated R and it has a runtime of 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, for a quick little synopsis, House Party stars the iconic duo that we talked about, Kid and Play. It's a comedy that follows Kid's wild night after sneaking out against his father's word to attend a party that Play throws. So, ladies, what did we think about House Party? What's our initial feelings?
Well, I wasn't going to parties like this when I was in high school, but I kind of wish I was because it looked like a good time, okay? And I would have loved to shake a little ass, okay? At the ripe age of 16.
Age.
I thought that it was generally fun. You know, it was cute. Some of them did not look like high schoolers. And I was Googling. Some of them were in their 30s, okay? So, yes.
I would like to say, I always thought House Party was about college students.
I did too.
Imagine my surprise when they're in a lunchroom talking about homework. I was like, this not about adults. I was like, this not. I thought these were adult people.
Mm-hmm.
This is different. I went to parties like House Party. I'm not going to expose myself because I'm a classy woman, but some of them were school functions, and it is a good time.
Mm-hmm.
It was indeed a good time. This movie, it was cute.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. It was cute.
That's all right. That's all right. I like you said, I also thought the House Party was about college students. So find, my surprise when I'm looking at Stab, who looks like he's going on 40, and his little friends, and Pee-wee, who sounds like a cartoon character, his voice was annoying, are in high school.
Yes.
I would like to, I actually wrote notes for this one. I would like to personally apologize to Stab, bang, bang. I would like to personally apologize because one of the things I wrote down was that the hair on these men was crazy back then. And wasn't it fun for me to find out that is a real music group and that is how they look outside of the movie. So I would like to apologize to Full Force that I did not know you existed until this movie. And I thought you did a great job in this movie. And I am so sorry that I thought your hair and looks was a costume because it was not.
You're lying. They're real? Danielle.
I would like to apologize to Kid from Kid and Play.
What are you about
I
to
said
say?
that, huh?
What are you about to say?
I said that when he unveiled his hair, it looked like he was wearing a Hotep Santa hat. And it looked like he had a box on his head. So I'd like to personally apologize to Kid for that.
Now, ask a question. Did you know that Kid's hair looked like that outside of the movie? Did you know Kid and Play were real outside of the movie?
I did. However, I always thought that it was fake. I didn't realize that was this man's actual hair until I looked back and saw more photos.
Oh.
So I'm sorry for saying that your hair looked like a stereo.
So in conclusion, you did not know that that was what his hair looked like outside of the movie.
I thought even in the group that it was fake. And then, yeah, I found more. And I was like, wait. This is not like glued on or stuck on. This is this man's hair. It makes a statement. I am sorry.
It was a choice.
That, you know, it looked like he was wearing a Hotep Santa hat.
I would have to agree.
Oh, I also have another apology.
Okay.
To Stab.
What name? Yes.
Yeah. I said that it looked like you were wearing a sack with a hole for the neck.
Honestly, what he was wearing was something that could easily be bought at Windsor. And I was extremely confused as to why this man was wearing a Fashion Nova top and the rest of his crew was not. But again, I apologize to Full Force for not knowing that that was your thing. And for that, I am so proud of you for living in your truth.
Yes.
On the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
When you could have made different choices. But you didn't. Because you live in your truth.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only man in this movie that deserves some rights is Pops.
Yes.
He is the only one making good points.
You're not wrong.
He was a good father. I appreciate him not pulling out the belt until Kid had tried his last nerve. I thought for sure I was going to see him slap the shit out of him in the first act. He didn't hit him, and I was like, we need more of that. We need more non-abusive parents. But then, yeah, that belt was deserved when he came home. That was a good old-fashioned belt.
And you know what I loved? I loved that they didn't show it. They didn't show him getting whooped. They had it going throughout the entire credits. I loved that. I loved the commentary. It was hilarious. Hilarious. We didn't need to see it. We already knew what he was going to do. So they did what they had to do.
Yep. And that's it. That's the review.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Hot Combs and Popcorn. The street lights are about to come on.
Yeah.
So
we gotta.
What movie do you want to see us review next? You know,
preferably one where we don't have to apologize as much, because We had to issue a lock today.
I was disappointed.
Oh.
Every scene was a disappointment. With the men specifically.
Okay. Do you want to go deeper into that, Bobby?
Martin Lawrence, you are a horrible friend. Wait, no. Play.
I was like, are you sure Martin was the horrible friend? Play was trash.
You don't deserve friends.
Trash.
You don't deserve friends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Shireen,
or any kind of relationship.
Shireen was trash.
I want, instead of apologizing, I want to sincerely award this movie and thank them for finally, after 13 movies, we finally have a female character that stood up. I have to thank you, Reginald, because we have watched so many women throw their life away. Just the epitome of struggle love. And finally, we have a character like Tisha Campbell.
Wait, Tisha.
Not Tisha?
I said Tashina. Like Tashina Arnold.
Wow.
Martin?
I would like to apologize to both of them. I'm so sorry. Tisha, yes.
Okay. Tisha. She was standing up for herself. She was like, you want to sleep with my best friend, and because you can't, you want to sleep with me. I am all for women making decisions for themselves. And she decided to sit down in her own time, and I respect it. And then she stood right back up when he didn't have a condom. And I was like, yes, that is what you do.
Hallelujah.
That is what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Although he does not deserve rights.
No.
I will give Kid his props because it took 13 movies for us to watch one male character get in the ass of his other male character about his inappropriate behavior and treating women like dogs. Although this was a cute movie, it was nice to see some things that were not stereotypical when it came to Black people and Black people relationships, Black men towards Black women. I love that, Kid was clearly a protagonist, even though Play wasn't shit to him or Baal, or however you say his name. I don't think they even know.
Bilal.
I love it. I thank you, Tisha Campbell. Thank you, Reginald. Thank you, Kid Christopher, if you will, for making characters that I feel like I can actually relate to in certain situations. I know more women who have said no to men trying to sleep with two best friends than I know of yes. But if you just watch movies, you would think women don't care and just say yes all the time. So thank you for making some redeemable characters. Honestly.
Mm-hmm. That was well put. Okay, friend. Go ahead, friend.
Thank you for my TED Talk.
Yeah. I have a non-apology to issue because I have something to say.
Shit.
Whoever did Shireen's hair, what was that? What was that? Why is it fluffy in the back, curly in the top, a braid on the side? What were we trying to accomplish? Because whatever it was, didn't work, babe. It didn't work. It didn't work.
The hairstyles in this movie were something different.
Yeah.
They were.
I was gonna give it a pass because I wasn't alive in 1990. I don't know. But I was very, very concerned, especially about you, Play. You know, it wasn't horrible, but I didn't like it. It bothered me. I will say there was one character, he had a heart shaved into the back of his head. I thought of Drake. And I can't lie, I too wanted a heart in my braids.
I want to apologize. I'm not sure if I should apologize.
What you gotta say?
I did not know that was a heart on the back of his head until the
Oh.
credit scene. I thought, I thought maybe he had something going on back there. And I was like, wow, the casting directors I give them so much respect for casting someone with a situation back there. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, I just thought there was some stuff going on back there. And I was like, wow, I love the diversity. And I meant that, not even joking. And then when the bathroom scene happened and I saw the full heart, I was like, wow, that was horrible execution. It really was, because I thought that man had some skin back there.
I just honestly, this movie gave me a lot of it had its fun moments,
Yeah.
but more often than not, a lot of go girl, give me nothing. And I know this because I tried to write notes. I tried.
Ooh.
Tried.
We do hear you. Mhm.
I have 4.
4.
I have a total of 4.
Okay.
Oh, I do have a highlight, if that's what we're doing.
Okay.
I don't know if we started those.
Oh, yeah, we'll do the
But
highlight.
I have 2 highlights. 2 highlights.
Uh-huh.
This won't be reflected in my review, but it's gonna be a good movie when they start with Luther. Okay, I'm a Luther Vandross fan. I love me some Luther. People can't sing like Luther. Okay, just last night, 12 a.m. for no reason, Luther was trending and getting his flowers. I love it.
I was
Okay,
just about to
Sure
say,
was.
tweeting last
I don't know why, but I was
Auntie's
here.
retweeting.
He always gonna make sure the microphone is on. Okay, and if Luther sing your song, that's Luther's song now. That ain't your song. I thought it was going to be, I wrote this at the beginning of the movie, so my feelings have changed. But I did write, starting the movie with Luther, it's about to be a good time. Secondly, John Witherspoon, love him. R.I.P.
Amen.
The GOAT. I wrote specifically 15,000 for a house. I'm jealous.
Yes.
He threw that letter. He threw that number down there like it was $1 million. I was like,
15,000? Girl, we can't even go to school for 15,000.
Not even in the state you live in, you can't go to school for 15,000. I was like, can I have your house? I was like, wow, it is crazy how like the value of $1 and things have just astronomically, because his house easily 500 grand now. Like,
easy.
I was just like, 15. Where they sell those? Because I need me one of those.
Where they sell those?
Mm-hmm.
This movie was there. It was there.
Okay.
It was played. Okay, I'm looking at my notes because
I have another note if you're trying to get your words together.
I have one real quick.
Okay.
I loved how Kid's dad was always talking about his hair as well.
Yes.
He said at one point that it looked like a tree stump. And I'm not gonna agree or disagree that it looked like tree stumps, but I love the little quick little witty things that he always had to say about kids, about his kids. Okay.
You know, I definitely thought you were going to say you loved how supportive he was of Kid and how much he really just, fought for him to get an education.
I love that too.
His hair was not on the list of things I thought you were about to say. My last highlight for it. This whole movie, at least the party part, you could just replay America Has a Problem over it and it would just fit. Just gonna say it's a top song on the album.
That is my calling card.
Tomb Raider. I was just like, wow, you could just put America Has a Problem over this like 10 times. And it would just, this is what I think of when I hear America's Got a Problem. This party is what I think of when I hear that song. The 90s, people doing all types of like, and they were just like,
I'm back.
Yes.
I'm back.
And they thought they was killing the game.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I think of when I think of America Has a Problem. I think of House Party. When I think of House Party, I don't think of America Has a Problem. But
there we go.
But it would have been a great song on the soundtrack.
You know what?
It would have.
I have to agree.
Mm-hmm.
One of the highlights I wrote was Kid and Play ate up that dance battle.
Oh, they killed Tani.
They killed it.
Killed her.
And I will stand firmly.
AJ.
Because that dance, because I've definitely done their dance before, knowing that it was called the Kid and Play. But
Bobby.
It's okay, called Bobby. The Kid and Play, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. It's okay.
But I just didn't
feel bad.
It didn't click for you till now. It's okay.
Yes, I said.
That's all right, Bobby. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
We
That's
here.
Why this is the safe space.
Yes, this is a safe space, everybody. And for that, they got a point from me. They did.
Mm-hmm.
And now that you mentioned America Has a Problem, can somebody actually overlay this, or I'ma do it?
Beyonce, we would play if we don't want to be sued.
Yeah, we're not trying to get copyright infringement, but just know we see you, girl.
We love you, Beyonce.
This is a Beyonce friendly
This is a
show.
Beyonce account. If you don't mess with Beyonce,
you don't mess with me.
You don't mess with us.
Like,
you don't mess with us, period.
You don't like Beyonce. You don't like me. You don't like my life. You don't like what I stand for. And it just is what it is.
Go ahead. Come on, Bree.
Now, I ever since you mentioned America Has a Problem, I just want to play it now.
I just got.
I can't sing that song. Honestly, first of all, you can't sing the last part of Heated. You ain't trying enough. Okay? That's just number one. Number two, put some respect on America Has a Problem.
America?
I'm just.
I mean, woo! Hold on. Now my blood pressure's rising. I gotta calm down.
It's okay.
That she knew what she was doing when she put plastic off the sofa after church, girl. Because let me tell you, I was breathing heavy.
Okay.
I was breathing heavy.
Don't
and then I was like, it was like Zumba. It was like intermittent Zumba, like fast song, slow song, fast song. Yep. I was just like,
yeah.
But the way my ass just starts, it just instinctually.
You don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. It just moves.
Drop it like a thotty. Ooh.
What she say? Must be the cash because it ain't your face.
You can be my daddy if you want to.
If you want to.
Jesus.
You can get it tatted if you want to.
Tatted.
She gonna shake that ass with a big old take off bitties.
Yes. Okay, we need to focus.
Yeah, we
that's how entertaining this movie was.
And that's how much we love this movie.
This
that
is
we
how-
had to go on a Renaissance tangent
Yes.
because this movie just didn't hold up on its own. Clearly, we need Beyonce to lift it up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had one other highlight that, of course, it's something to do with John Witherspoon. I just wrote down Public Enema, and it made me laugh.
He was trying. He
Public-
said,
public-
"Why don't
public
you come
enema?"
out here? Come get you some too." I said, "Not come get you some too."
He said,
Like-
Harry. He said, who's Harry?
We love a good John Witherspoon.
I also wrote down stab back on this man's hair. He's the one with the rat tail, right?
I don't know at this point.
I wrote down rat tail for why. You're 32.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm 16.
Also, I had did some research. Well, not research. I read some reviews. Well, I guess that's kind of research.
Mhm.
Apparently, this movie was originally written for DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
That makes sense.
And all I'm gonna say is, Kid and Play. You guys, you were there. But I would have loved to see DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince more than Kid and Play.
I do think that
Sorry, I said it.
I do think that, if I'm not mistaken, Martin was like a sequel or something to House Party, like the show. I know like one of these movies influenced Martin to become a thing. And I think it was this one. I don't really remember.
Whoa.
Okay.
Because it was him and hers chemistry, but I don't remember if this was the movie that started House Party or not. I know just like how the Parkers was like a spinoff of Moesha. I think, I could be wrong. I completely accept if I'm wrong. I can't look it up fast enough, but I want to say the House Party, like something Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell did, like vetted them out to be able to do Martin the show. So thank you if that is what happened. Thank you for giving us Martin.
That's kind of.
I'm on their Wikipedia page, but I can't skim fast enough, so
Well,
we'll just have to
talk
table
time.
that.
Y'all do your research.
Okay.
I found it so not interesting, kind of funny, that Stab and his little group, they were trying for vehicular manslaughter. They tried to run this man down. Didn't work out, right? So why not arson? Why not burn down a house? Because that makes sense. I'm just like, it's the groupthink mentality for me. Because why? Your friends are telling you, no, we shouldn't do this. He's like, shut up, we're doing this. And you're like, okay. And you go and you're putting gasoline around the house to light it on fire and kill everybody that's inside. You're 35. Why is this not clicking for you? You are a 35-year-old high schooler. I'm gonna need you to do better. That was my first point. My second point. When Kid is in jail, and he is talking to all the men that want him to have relations. And he's like, what did you do? And he said, I used to run a daycare center.
I was like, is that supposed to be a joke? I was like, I'm not gonna lie. When he said that, I was like,
because
is that funny? Like, was that funny?
I thought common knowledge that, you know, dudes in jail, they don't mess around with people who mess with kids. Like so why are you broadcasting that? Why haven't you been beaten up yet? That's what I want to know. But I was like, no, this is not funny. This is not cute. I don't like this joke.
They said it so like dun. Like I feel like it was supposed to be like a funny joke, but I was like, it'd be different if he had said something like, I mean, pedophilia is pedophilia. We're not gonna like sugarcoat that. It'd be different if he had said something of the age of the characters in the movie. Like, that'd be one thing. Daycare insinuates like 3 to 5 year olds. Like, that's not funny. That's not funny at all. I was like,
No. I said in my notes, I want him under the jail. That's what I said. Underneath it.
As you should.
Thank you.
Also, update on the Martin thing.
Yep.
No one knows.
That's great. That's just
the one thing I found says Tisha Campbell and Martin Lawrence met making House Party and went on to play a longtime couple in the hit Fox sitcom Martin, starting in 1992.
Is that through E! News? Okay, great. So
it is.
We're on the same.
I was on a couple other websites, but
I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think that was the movie. Bobby, did you have highlights? I don't know if you said that.
It was the dance. Okay. Let me think. You know what? I liked Shireen and Sydney. Their duo. I will say, they kind of didn't seem like they were best friends. It kind of felt more of like a frenemies kind of thing. And it also felt like they're going to go on to college and no longer speak. But for the time being, I will take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I could not stand Shireen and her weird hair. I just feel like if you're my best friend, so say for instance, I tell Brie that I like this dude. She knows that dude, okay? And she decides to play around with him, even though she knows that I know that I like him, but she doesn't have any interest in him. But she's just like, oh yeah, girl, it's whatever, he's whatever. And then you decide to go dance with him and like bump around him and maybe even like go kiss him at the door. Words are gonna be said. Hands will be thrown.
Not enough words were said between the two of them. The fact that Shireen said, well, if you think you can take him, then take him. I was like,
yeah, that was
excuse the fuck out of me.
Girl.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean?
Okay.
It was definitely, we don't have to get into the conversation of like the colorism of the best friend duo, but it was definitely giving that. It was giving, one was very bitter with just 2 brain cells on her mind about things to think about, while the other one was just like this woman who knows herself. And it was definitely giving, like, there was no reason for Shireen to have been that like
bitchy.
No, at all.
Because even in the car, when Sydney told Shireen what had happened with Kid, the first thing she said was, "No, you're lying. I don't believe you." And then did that. Go ahead, girl.
Mm-hmm. It's the fake friendship for me. It's the jealousy.
Yeah.
They were definitely giving frenemies.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. It was like, like the friends that you just go out with. Well, I don't know if high schoolers have those.
No, they're definitely the friends in high school that just hang out because they're friends in high school.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely them. Like, they're not, like you said. No. It's not happening.
Yeah, no. Any other highlights I have? Their rapping was okay. I don't think I would listen to it again, but it was, good for the party. Okay, if I was at that party and they started freestyling, I would have bopped along. I'd have been like, okay, kid, come on, play. Fuck it up. It'd be something like that. But would I cut it on in the car? Probably not.
So have you never heard a Kid and Play song? Like,
I've never heard a Kid and Play song. I have not.
That explains a lot, Bobby.
Yeah. I know that they're a rap duo, but
that's exactly how they rap.
Oh fuck.
That's exactly how Kid and Play sound.
I don't think I like their music for real.
we would like to issue an apology to Kid and Play.
I don't have to be a part of this apology. I don't listen to Kid and Play like on the regular, but I enjoy outside of this movie like their music is definitely like iconic. I know their voices anytime. Like honestly, when they started rapping, I feel like I paid the most attention because their voice together is very like iconic 90s. So I don't have to be a part of this apology. Maybe the next.
That's interesting. I mean, I didn't grow up listening to 90s music. I listened to Funkadelic and Bob Marley because that's people that raised me. They're a little older. So I never knew.
That's all right.
And I just don't think I'm accustomed to that sound because 90s rap has a very specific flow, very specific beats.
Mm-hmm.
Like you hear a 90s song, you don't even got to guess.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what it sounded like. So it's just not my thing.
They kind of remind me of just like a junior like Run DMC. That's how I
hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those might be my only highlights. But when the little brother was pouring sugar in the Kool-Aid, I laughed.
The fact that she said we're not gonna drink it, and he's still just
because honestly, when I used to get up in the morning and make myself whatever cereal we had, I would pour the entire pack of sugar in my cereal, and that was very relatable.
Same.
So
yeah,
I
get it.
That might be my only highlights. I'm not sorry.
I don't know if I said a highlight. Oh, I said the tree stump thing.
Sorry, it just.
I have one.
Okay.
The very, very beginning when the movie started and they were doing it was like a vibration edit to show like the music. What's it called? Bass?
The stereo pumping?
Yeah. I like that.
I like that too. I like
Come on, VFX.
That. At the end of the movie, if you stayed to watch, there was a end credit scene where the roof that came off fell on the officers, which I felt very vindicated by because one of my lowlights is them.
Let's get into it.
Can we get into because we've been doing this dance for a while now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get in it.
My low light. Not the cops calling them Negroes. What is going on? Is it the 50s? Have I been transported to the wrong dimension?
Okay.
These cops were donut eating racists.
Because if you're going to say Negro,
more, nothing less.
You might as well just go all the way, say it with your chest so they can beat your ass.
Mm-hmm. Hard. You might as well.
And then took them to the docks and beat their ass. I was like...
He said, don't call it in, sir.
He said, no, let's take them to the docks where can't nobody hear. And it was just that scene, that activity was so like wrong. And then they came back from it, and little Pee-wee annoying voice one was like, ow, my back hurts now. And I was like, you just got beat by the police. Why is this comedy? Like, why is you, I think my back hurts now.
That's another thing that really pissed me off because nothing is funny about being beat by the police. And I just feel like we've always been on that same wave. Black people just know that's not something to joke about. It's not funny. And they tried to make a joke out of it. And that's clearly why it didn't work because it's not fucking funny. It's not funny. And you know what else? I'm sorry, Danielle.
No, go ahead.
And you know what the fuck else really pissed me off?
What?
Repeat after me. I am somebody.
Bobby, you took them out of my mouth. You took them out of my mouth.
If you don't get the fuck out of my face.
I was like, what is going on?
I said they really thought they did something. That's why.
With the guns pointed at them. With guns pointed at them.
I am somebody.
Why would they put that in the movie? But you know what? The difference between Cooley High, which I know we had feelings about, in this movie, at least in Cooley High, the cops They were dumb, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it worked, because they didn't win ever.
Mm-hmm.
These cops, they won their little battles, and they were dumb, which is why it didn't work. If you're going to make them dumb and you're going to put it in a Black movie, just make them flat out dumb. I was trying to think of a better word, but
Okay, that's okay. I agree with
that's
all
it.
of that. I agree with everything you said. I have a light. The running around, trying to get away from stabbing his friends, and the police. It was giving me the last season of Euphoria when Zendaya was running around outside, hiding from the police.
But that was a good scene.
But that was a good scene. This was just like, why are you running around outside? Do you not know where your friend's house is? First of all. Second of all, get it together. Like, why are you always on the same street as
I was just about to say, they were in the same 3-block radius that the film crew had access to.
Yep.
Never went out of it. Filmed on opposite sides of the streets.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is this? And then, why are we watching a couple have sex?
I forgot.
And why is the scene so long?
We didn't have.
He should have shot at y'all. He did the right thing. He did stand your ground.
You did. You did.
You asked the right question, Bree.
You did.
Why is it so long? We did not have to watch this man and this lady do whatever for a solid 30 seconds minimum.
I didn't need to hear the commentary. I didn't need
Honestly,
What?
I just feel like it was just the only comedic part of that was that the man was overweight. I feel like that was the joke of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
No, yeah, they were trying to. That also made me mad because nothing about that is inherently funny. It was just that, to me, the actual sex did not look that good.
No.
It looked boring. It looked like he was giving Jackrabbit. There was no.
Like this movie had a lot of that childish humor that doesn't exist anymore.
I had another low light. When Play was freaking out about the toilet being broken, and there was clearly waste in the toilet as you would use the toilet. He's freaking out, talking about his mom's going to get him and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, why didn't you just say that you clogged the toilet? It's not overflowing. It's not doing anything crazy. It just won't flush.
Also, were toilets... I'm sorry. Were toilets built different in the 90s? Because that little sound has definitely happened to me, and all you gotta do is lift the lid and pull the little ball up and then put it back, and the water will start to run again, and it should flush. Also, don't you own a plunger?
I was like, y'all could have had them break something. Y'all could, like, there was so many opportunities.
Especially because that could have been a really good callback to the very beginning when he put away his mom's china, because he said, y'all not about to break my mama's good china. That's what he said specifically.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want them to just fuck up the toilet? They could have broke a vase.
Right. And he's yelling at everybody, like, telling them to get out over a toilet.
And then, since we dog and play.
So, let's get into it.
Since we drag and play. You. Play. Come here. if you ever try to get in a girl's good graces again to go bail your friend out of jail, you're going to be upgraded to first class on that plane to hell. Okay? Why is you jumping between best friends?
Right.
This honestly reminded me of when guys at Kent would try to get good with girls so they can use their meal money.
Yes. I forgot about that.
I forgot that was a thing.
As someone who it happened to, I don't forget.
Yeah.
And I told my mentees all the time, don't let these blank men take your money. Okay? Don't do it.
Or
Especially when we didn't have a meal number of meal systems at Kent. We had literally like a credit, like a debit card of like a certain amount of money for each semester to buy whatever you wanted from food court, from the stores, anything. And I cannot tell you how many men at Kent State got their meals, especially off-campus men, got their meals off of freshman girls and young girls that had crushes on them and had them buying food. Have you no shame?
Do better.
Also, I know that they're in high school, I guess. That's still debatable, but I know they're supposed to be high school age. Hormones are running crazy or whatever. Play, you are a horrible friend. Because if I had loaded up all my expensive ass equipment into the car and you want to just drive away with my equipment and not me, we got a problem. And I wish Bilal had held his ground and just not have gone to the party, taught him a lesson. Bilal, there are women everywhere.
And
everywhere.
None of them wanted him because he had dragon breath. So,
and they don't even want you.
So brain this big. You are that, your brain is this small. If you watch your homie scratch up your DJ equipment, almost break your records in half, and you forgive him because he brings you a car full of women that don't even want you, that is where you're, just like I told Preach or whatever his name was from Cooley High, stand up. Know your worth. Okay, DJ equipment costs money, and it costs hell of a money to try to do a DJ setup like that now
for free.
For free. He was completely right. He said, this why I don't do nothing for free, because y'all niggas take advantage. That he was completely right. This is why you make everybody, even your friends, sign a little contract or do something, send Zelle payments, because he took complete advantage of him. That entire night, old dude kept bumping his table. They was finna fight. I was like, what is I mean, dragon breath, yeah, it do be the annoying ones that be in your face trying to like get some, I don't know, whatever, with your, go talk to Jesus about it. But he didn't deserve a lot of the stuff that happened in that movie to him. Didn't deserve it. Play. I hope, my dear, you are not like this in real life, because your character was shit.
Horrible.
Your character was like horrible. And I hope all men who was born during that time, who saw Play as someone to look up to, or even acted like Play in high school, I hope you have grown and matured to know that you were also trash back then.
Also, another strike against Play. Once him and Bilal and all the women finally got in the car and were driving, Kid was walking and he drove past Kid. He didn't even stop to pick him up, but that's your best friend. And then because of that, Kid subsequently got stopped by the police.
Yep.
And that's a low light for me in this movie. I don't know much about Kid and Play's music, but I know that they were like a real rap duo. Why were they frenemies the whole movie? Like, they literally were not friends. Like, they weren't friends.
Yeah.
Play was horrible to Kid. Play didn't care about what Kid had going on. Kid didn't care about what Play had going on. Like they just were not like the duo part of the hip hop duo. I was not seeing other than the dance party stuff. But like it was what was confusing. It's just like, was this supposed to be pre-Kid and Play? Because they were rap battling against each other.
They were. I don't know.
See, this is my thing, because I know not to give away the ratings, but I did not like this movie that much if it wasn't already obvious enough. But I know that there is a House Party 2, 3, and 4 somehow.
And there's a new one coming out on HBO Max.
Stop, for real. And I don't know, me, if I watch one movie, I kind of want to watch all of them. I did start the second one. I did. They're still frenemies. So I just feel like they're just using this for humor. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't really think frenemies is funny, just generally, because to me it gives toxic every time, and it pisses me off. So, like what you said earlier, Brie, I feel like this movie is just a whole bunch of childish jokes that just don't land. Maybe in 1990, if I was the same age, I would think it's hilarious. But me today, I was not fucking with it.
Well, it has come to that time where we have to give our ratings on House Party. Who would like to go first? Anybody?
I'm trying to. Okay.
With everything being said, the jokes didn't land. Cops were shitty. Missed opportunities. On the other hand, the dance battle did win at least 1 point. John Witherspoon and Pops brought it up as well. And the fact that it was an overall fun movie for kids to watch, that didn't have complete in-your-face stereotypes, and it was generally a good time, I guess. I will give it 1.5 hot combs out of 5.
Wow.
Sorry, it's just that you said all
starting from the bottom.
Kind of like you were,
right? Like, were you starting from 0 when you added those points? Like, I am very surprised.
Yeah. Go girl, give me nothing.
She did.
I had 4 notes written down.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
That's okay. Brie?
So in my head, I was trying to decide what I disliked more, this movie or Shaft. And
oh my God.
I had to think about like the things I liked, and I didn't like really anything in Shaft. So my Shaft rating is like how I'm trying to like figure out what I want. Cause even until right now, I had not like did a rating for this movie. Mm-hmm. So if we're if I have to think about like the good things of like Tisha Campbell's character and like the dance off, I thought that like the rap battle between them two at the party was good. I like the father, John Witherspoon. If I had to, my heart is saying this movie is rated a 2.75.
Okay.
I will take that.
I'm not gonna give it a 1. And I'm not gonna give it a 3. Mm-hmm. Would I watch it again? No. Will I be watching any of the other installments? No. I might watch the remake just to see, but I don't know. I've heard that's interesting as well. I just it was, I don't know. I feel like it's like one of those movies that was really, really, really hyped up. And now that I've watched it, I don't get the hype around it. Maybe the hype around it when it first came out, especially with like Kid and Play. They were a big duo at the time. I'm assuming Full Force was a big thing. So I think like for the people of that generation, it was like, oh my God, like these people. But for me, 2.75.
Okay. Well, I also I didn't come up with my rating. And I also am going based off of what I've rated other movies. My lowest rating, my lowest rating, I believe, was Coolie High, and I think did I give that a 1.5, something like that.
You gave it a 1.5.
1.5. It's not worse than Coolie High, in my opinion.
Not even close.
No. However, I also gave a recent movie that we reviewed. I don't know if I can say it. The one we just did.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is coming out after.
Okay. What's the name of it?
School Days. Yes.
School Days. I gave School Days a 3. And I can't give it more than School Days. So it's gonna have to be a 2. Because that's the way math works. So yeah.
Can I do a 2.6?
That's okay.
Yeah, yep. 2.6 Hot Combs.
You're led to.
Yeah. I 2.6 because 2.75 is too close to a 3, but it's over 2.5.
Math.
Yeah. The music was, Luther. Can't disrespect Luther like that.
Okay.
Y'all know.
I know. We know. I gave it a 2 because of my math, but also
that feels right.
It was there. Like I said, it was a movie and it was there. And it didn't give a lot. There was a lot that I didn't like. Not a lot that I liked or loved. There's nothing I loved. Let me make that clear. There was nothing I loved. But I like certain parts of it, just not enough to give it more than a 2. So that's where I'm at. Anything else to add?
I would like to change my rating because I just remembered Sydney, she stood up. And I really appreciate that. Especially after Play was talking about the birth control. That's a woman's problem. Absolutely the fuck not. Sydney, we're proud of you, girl. And for that, my final rating, 1.8. That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you all for listening. Again, my name is Danielle.
My name is Brianna.
And I'm Bobby.
And if you haven't already done so, please follow and subscribe to us on both YouTube and Apple Podcasts. Throw us a like, share the episode, and leave us a comment below. Have you seen House Party? What's your rating on it? You heard ours, so if you have something else to add, let us know. And also let us know what movie or television show we should watch that you want us to see. I don't know. I'm tired. You know what I mean. Well, the streetlights are already on for me, so we got to go. But same time, same place. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.